So in this video, I'm going to talk about why I think Rescue is underrated and Warp is kind of like overhyped. I think Warp is good, and Warp is definitely good for attacking enemy positions in general. Like let's say there's an enemy ballista you want to take out, or an enemy meteor mage or something that you're just not in range of. You can just warp a flyer or like a paladin kind of close to it or right next to it, just kill the dude and then move on. But Rescue, I think, is like undervalued by the community as a whole, or at least by like, you know, YouTubers, streamers, people on like Reddit and stuff. I feel like Rescue is kind of like Falcon Knight versus Wyvern Lord, in that people are like, yeah, it's good, but like this other thing is just so much better. In my opinion, Rescue is just as good, if not better, than Warp because it has 6 uses, and the basic use case of it is something like this. Let's say I'm dumb. Let's say I don't want to be smart or plan things. I just want to attack things and kill things. So like, let's say I attack this thing. Great. He's dead. We killed him with Thunderbrand. But now what? Now we're dead. Why are we dead? Well, there's an archer right here that'll shoot us. Actually, he can't. That's funny. The trees prevent him from getting close. All right, this guy can shoot us. He has pretty low accuracy, but this guy can also shoot us. This guy can attack us. This guy can attack us. And this guy can attack us. But with Rescue, none of that matters, because we can just pluck a dumb unit out of position and pull them to safety as if we didn't fuck up. Or you can do this on purpose to pick apart enemy positions, to kill them, and then rescue up to 6 times per unit with Rescue on Gremory for free, and there's no downside. You just get to be stupidly aggressive and then idiot leash them back to safety. So in this case, the only thing that can hit us is this guy. He doesn't have lethal damage for shit. This can't hit anyone. This can't hit anyone. This can't even hit anyone. None of these can hit anything now because of all the terrain. So they can push on us. Like, they can push us, but it's not going to matter. So with Rescue, I'm able to attack and then pull myself out of a dangerous situation. And doing that 6 times, like I was able to kill 2 enemies. One was part of the curve shot video where I talk about curve shot. I used 2 units with curve shot to kill an enemy that was right here, and then I had them retreat into a safe position where they will not die. There's only one thing that can hit them. This is what I refer to as being on like the edge of danger, where you're like, one enemy can hit you and you're so close to the enemy position, but you're just out of range. You're like perfectly out of range of the enemy position where they just can't fuck with you enough. They can kind of poke you for some meaningless chip damage, but ultimately if they want to attack you, they have to overcommit, and you can punish that. With Rescue, you can send the flyer out and just have them kill something, be completely out of position. Maybe you have like 8 move and Canto back like 1 or 2 tiles, and that's just enough to get pulled back. But Rescue lets you just like yank a dude out of position, like from a bad position to a good position, and you know, just keep doing this. It's ridiculous. Similarly, Warp lets you take a unit and push them into a bad position, and then if they have Canto, they can escape it, like from it. The difference though is you get 6 versus 2, and the units that get Rescue, Flane and Constance. Flane definitely is one of the best utilities in the game because she pretty much has all the good things as far as like support magic. Like she has Fortify, which is a board. It's not like a board heal, but it's a massive AoE heal. She has Restore, which is just good for AoE cleansing conditions. And then she has Rescue, which, you know, pull things out of bad positions. So she has ranged AoE healing, you know, decent single target heal. Everyone has it. Who cares? She has like Cleanse, and she also has Rescue. And as you saw there is a use case for Rescue. You can kill things. You can do stupid things and get away with it. Warp, obviously, you can break the game with Warp. You can probably break the game easier with Warp than with Rescue, but for an average maddening playthrough where you're not doing like LTC or like cheesy gimmicks, I would say you get more value out of Rescue, just because it has 6 uses. But Constance, she also has it, and she can be a good mage in general to nuke with. She makes a good Gremory. She also has Lightning Bolt, so she's like a more damage-oriented version of Flame, and if you run both of them, you have 2 utilities. One's a damage utility and one's a healing utility that can yank things that are in bad positions to safety. And you could, and between the 2 of them, you have AoE healing and condition removal, and then bolting, and then Constance has a chance to save her boltings I'm not using DLC on this playthrough, or allowing it for that matter, but bolting is really fucking good. You can poke an enemy for good damage. You can kill a few enemies with bolting each map for free because it hits really far away. Combined with your 6 rescues, you now have like really long range options that you just wouldn't have otherwise. So like your units can overcommit on purpose and do stupid things where they're in extreme danger, and you can just keep doing it. Having 12 rescues is absolutely broken. And honestly, I think it should be limited to like 3. I think Warp being at 2 is fine. Rescue should be like 3 or 4. I think 6 is overkill. Having 6 rescues, like you can use it to grind XP too, by the way. If you use all 6 every map, that's like a free level up. So that's like the other thing about it too. But I think it is underrated. And I think people are like all hyped about Warp, which is good, and I'm not denying it's like, I'm not saying it's bad. It's a great ability. It's a great spell. But I think Rescue is totally underrated. And I think the use case for Rescue is more abundant. Like there's more use case, like there's more opportunities for it, right? You can use it 6 times, so you have more of it. You can situationally send a dude out, overcommit, kill something, pull him back. You can do this 6 times. With Warp, you can only do that twice. And obviously Warp is great. I'm not saying Warp is bad, or that Rescue is even better than Warp. I think they're both really good. As to which is better depends on how you want to play the game. If you're going for LTC, Warp is probably better, so you probably want to optimize for that. But arguably, most people don't do LTC. So if you're just doing a general maddening playthrough, or a maddening playthrough with some limitations, I'd rather have 6 rescues. Like, 8 move on a Wyvern Lord or a Falcon Knight, plus 6 rescues. You're going to be able to pick apart enemy positions much easier, and that's more of like your medium, like if you're like a short term, your long term plans, it's like your midterm plans, if you will. So like your short term plans are like dealing with threats, your midterm plans like breaking apart enemy formations, your long term plan for like an individual chapter would be winning the chapter, or like killing all the enemies or killing the boss. So like if I'm looking at this position, for example, let's like zoom out. You can see that there's like a ballista. We want to take that out. We want to deal with all these enemies pushing us. So right away I curve shot killed a flyer, and then rescue killed an armored knight. So now they have fewer things to push us, so that when they attack, we have fewer things we need to kill. So by being preemptive and by attacking them before they push me, there's now fewer threats to deal with, and it's going to be much easier to deal with these. So if we go through this, let's say we take like a meteor. See if we can kill anyone with it. Probably hits. Can I hit? Can I kill that archer? I bet I can kill that archer. Yeah, fuck this guy. Alright, so let's use a meteor. Having range is really broken. I think meteor's underrated too, which seems strange. But I think that's like crazy. That's just so 3 enemies are dead from this position already. This guy's about to die too. We're just gonna do this to him. Let's see if these hit. If I miss one, Violet can clean it up. Alright, he's dead. And kind of like advance a little bit. And then these, might as well push up to here.
Ready when you are.
Alright, so let's see what they do to us now. So we killed 3 of them with some long range options. Curve shot, meteor, rescue. Let's see what they get going. Very curious. I want to see if I can use rescue again. I probably won't be using it this next turn. I'll probably have Flame attack. So he has an adjutant, but this thing can't really deal meaningful damage anyways. Last turn he actually did kill something. Hell yeah, dude. Got the little samurai guy. Alright, so let's see, what kind of gambits do we have? So I could gambit these 2. Or not. Her charm is bad. But I could, for example, potentially kill that. Let's see. This is kind of, yeah, that's kind of insane. It's too far away. But you can kind of see the upside of rescue. You can overcommit to a thing. Now, when you're being attacked, I would say rescue is less useful, because then you have to kind of scramble to defend. And also, you wouldn't be warping here either. Like, why would you warp if there's like all these enemies around you? You would just simply kill them. Alright, so let's start breaking down these enemies. Just shoot this guy. He's dead. Kind of put her here. Let's see, might as well do this, right? Not that. I want to kill this guy if we can. Don't want to meteor him. Let's do this. Put him at one shot. Alright, and then you should be able to kill this.
My duty is your death.
She can just chill out here.
Just be careful.
Get a nice little curve shot for this boy. Alright, then for the rest of them. Dang, her gambit's still that inaccurate? Her gambit's still that bad? What do you have? Lure? I can lure these. Here we go. Let's lure. Let's lure them. See how that works out. Alright, so that's one shot. Alright, there's no way he's going to kill Ingrid. Strangely, he won't attack Dorothea because... I don't know why. AI is weird. But... Alright, we'll kill this guy. Great. Alright, who else do we have? Oh, we still have a healer. That's nice. That's right, I have this whole other side. This whole other side. Let's just go over this turn really quick for fun. Yeah, we're gonna kill this guy with Armor Slayer. You're gone. And then just stab this dude. And he's gone.
Who's next?
Alright. Let's try to demo rescue again for fun. No, he's gonna kill Dorothea. No, he's not. She's gonna kill him on counterattack. That's the whole thing. That's why he was hesitant to attack her, because that was gonna happen. He wanted to attack Ingrid because she has a bow equipped, and he could attack her for free. But Dorothea was gonna kill him on counterattack, so I wasn't worried. Alright, so we got these bad boys over here. Alright, so she's still a Pegasus Knight, but perfect example. She can get like within range of this. And then you can check the rescue range too, so if I go here, we probably want to rescue here. So we can check it. So it looks like we want to do it at 2 range. So like here. But you can also canto back. So like this is like a case where she doesn't have that good of movement. If she was a Falcon Knight, I could canto back too and easily be within safe rescue range. We still got the hit though, it's 50-50 shot. But you can like canto back one. And then in this case, you can rescue. I like to show practical examples of things because like it's not always obvious when to use the tool. Because like, you know, when you're getting attacked, you're not gonna be concerning yourself with rescuing something unless like it makes sense to do so. So in the case of Bernie here, 1, 2, 3 move. So like check this out. So like 3 move in, kill it. Hopefully it doesn't crit me, which it shouldn't, but it can, you know. RNG is a thing.
Still here.
3 move in, 3 move out, safe. She can move in. You can actually meteor this guy, which is kind of fun. He's now 1 shot, so whenever anyone wants to just tap him for 1 damage, assuming they don't have healers, which I don't think this map has healers. Yeah, they don't have healers, so he's going to die pretty soon. And then this dude's low health. When they push in, he's going to be basically dead. So we're going to start like maneuvering these units. And I have Lindhart here, so he can heal, he can physic either side as needed. He can physic this side or this side, so in this case I'd have him do this. kind of rotate this way. Alright, but you get the idea. So there's two use cases of rescue, but in both use cases you're pushing out. You can also use it to pull things. So if, for example, if Flame was over here, she could move a few tiles, and then whatever her maximum range is, she could pull an ally to her, so that can actually, you know, rapidly reposition anything to where she is. So you can think of her as like an anchor. So whenever you need something near wherever your rescue anchor is at, they can be pulled to that position. And also some other things about rescue. The way it pulls depends on what spaces are physically possible to go to. So for example, if there was an ally here, you cannot rescue because you can't go here, 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 or here unless it's a flyer. If it's a flyer, it would be placed here. If it's not, it wouldn't be. And also the way it rescues, I'll just demo it. All right, so let's say Flame's over here, because this position has a few different things. If I rescue Ingrid right now, she will end up on this tile. If I rescue Dorothea, she'll either be on this tile or this tile because she's on a perfect diagonal. But generally, so like if I rescue Bernie, she'll be on this tile. So if I stand here and rescue, it'll pull them to the closest tile to you. So you see how it puts it, it's like the tile in between their position and your position. And then you can gimmick this, for example. So like let's say we were to rescue Bernie. Right, it would put her right here, but let's say we want to pull her even further away. If the only available tile is the furthest away, that's the tile she'll be forced to. Because physically, that's the only tile she can make it towards. Or make it, like, land on. So, some interesting things about rescue. But yeah, I figured that would be useful to show because there are situations where you want to pull something as far as humanly possible. And by manipulating your other unit's position, you can pull the unit even further back. So this is a difference of 2 tiles. So instead of landing here, you're now here. That's huge. Now, like, let's say she needs to go this way. It's the end of the map, the edge of the map. But let's say, like, you know, this position was up here, and I pulled her here, and then she could fly up here and do something useful. That's how you would make use of that. But that's it for this video. I just wanted to cover some interesting things about rescue. Why I think it's generally underrated, some use cases for it, some of the mechanics, how it works, and then just like a demo turn where we're getting attacked and it's, you know, not good to use it, and then how to use it on a counter attack. So pretty good spell rather. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks for checking this out. Definitely like and subscribe if you found this useful or enjoyed it. Drop a comment and peace.